Market opens, I think the market opens in, when does the market open? 12 minutes. So here's the deal. It's Friday, January 30th. Bitcoin is not catching a bid. So the money that's started to rotate out of some of the metals are still looking strong. Gold and silver still have not rolled over. I know people who are thinking of holding a silver short or gold short overnight. Probably are not happy doing that. So you have to be careful. Of course, if you're trying to buy these metals, which that's 99% of the audience, you have to be even more careful because they're just so extended. So this is live. I'm sitting in front of my computer right now. I can see your comments come in real time. It's at 11 minutes before market open on Friday, January 30th. And all eyes are on silver, gold, and where the money's going to rotate next. So the SPY, the market, did have a big pullback yesterday, but it came right back up. So people who were really excited to just dive in and buy gold and silver got a little bit of a gift. And if that's you, if you're in that bucket, if you're looking at gold and silver, if you're looking at copper, if you have another ticker that you're looking at, I can see it right down on my computer here. I can see all of your comments, all your questions. This is live in real time. And go ahead and drop those in the comments. Now, if you're seeing this replay, market plan for today, it is the last day of the week. Monday is generally the time when there's most exuberance in the market. People are charged up from the weekend, ready to buy something. Sometimes news happens over the weekend. There could be a Trump tweet. There could be a big announcement involving, a government bill or some type of act of war. Although we pray that those announcements don't happen. Sometimes they do. The Venezuela conflict really escalated over a weekend. And that's when there was a lot of movement in oil stocks gapping up on the Monday after. So this is not exactly like that. History rhymes. It does not repeat. But money is going to rotate out of these metals at some point. And you don't want to be the last one not grabbing, a stock, grabbing an ETF in that new sector before the music stops. The musical chairs run out. And some of those large cap oil stocks, ExxonMobil, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, CLP, they are experiencing some of that rotation so far. I can show you on my computer, but you can see it on any chart. You can see a little bit of buying activity already happening there. So if you're looking at those oil stocks, look at them sooner rather than later. I know we just had a comment here about CRC. Let me know when you got in CRC, JP, because right now, sure, CRC definitely looks like it's up a bit, but I don't think it's at the right spot to take an entry currently, in my opinion. So let me know down on the computer there. This is CRC. This is what I'm looking at right here. Okay. Also, let me know what exactly they do. All right. So while JP's taking a look at that, oil is where the money is rotating, in my opinion. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not moving. It's not tech. Big tech doesn't look like the place to be right now. It's not having a lot of volume. Tesla earnings were they were good, but the reaction was not good. And so actually some people might be thinking maybe buy Rivian off that. Rivian is the electric vehicle competitor to Tesla. So that's an idea, but you have to think what's best for your portfolio right now. This is not one-on-one investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So you have to think, do I want to be in more cash? Do I want to be in a mix of cash and equity and stocks? Maybe you're in some bonds, but generally that's not something we talk about. Bonds are not that interesting right now. They're rarely, if ever, interesting. They're boring, right? That's the whole point of why you get in them. But in the stocks and the cash bucket right now, the fact that the market did roar back yesterday is pretty exciting. It means there's definitely buyers. Silver and gold roared back as well. But at the same time, there's not a ton of sectors, and I'm looking at my computer right now that really scream buy. So, if you see one, all the power to you. But here's what I've got going on here, right? This is CRC that JP was looking at in the comments, but Meta just had its earnings, solid reaction, so you can take a look at that. SanDisk had a solid reaction on earnings as well, but it's pretty extended. So you have to be careful with that. Texas Instruments as well, having a big earnings. So those are three earnings winners to take a look at and see if you can find a position. But if you're not looking for stocks to buy right now, if you're just trying to do some portfolio repair, you have to be thinking, do I move some money into cash right now? Because I know there are stockholders of the rare earth stocks from November. I know there are stockholders of the quantum stocks from November, from October, and that are down 50, 60, almost 100% in some cases. And you can't hold on to those positions forever. So I can't give personalized advice for people that are in that position, but I can say next time you get a big run, you got to sell out. You got to trim some of your position and look to rotate into stocks that are less extended so you don't experience a drop like that again. It's cyclical. It will happen again. Rare earths will go up again. There was some news that came out this week that the administration is not going to set a price floor for rare earth minerals, and that caused a lot of selling in the MP Materials stock, the stock the government took a stake in. The Department of Energy put $400 billion into MP Materials. That sold off on that news. The United States rare earths, USA rare earths, also selling off after the initial push that experienced over the weekend, last weekend. Now it's Friday. Those have sold off. They're no longer the darling of retail. And so you have to think maybe it's time to focus less on what retail's really excited about, exuberant about, and say, where is the smart money? Where is the big money going? And the big money looks like, and no one's talking about this right now, it's moving out of the silver, the metal, even copper, into oil companies. And I can show you some on my computer right now. This is what I'm talking about here. These companies. When you look at ExxonMobil, it's had a big run. Earnings are just out today. We'll see how this reaction ultimately ends up. We don't have to look into the earnings numbers in detail because the reaction tells the story. Chevron also holding up after earnings. This is the Venezuela move right here. And ConocoPhillips also looking like it has some strength here. That has earnings coming out next week. So those are the names. And I know JP mentioned CRC in the comments. There could be some other lesser known tickers. Let me know if there's one that you see that you have a comment, a question about. I don't see a lot of great setups right now. Straight up. The SPY is strong. However, it's not smooth. That bounce back yesterday showed strength. The fact that the cruise lines are having great earnings shows strength. Some of the airlines are reporting, and they're reporting with good earnings. People are spending money in the economy. They're going on cruises. They're taking flights. They're traveling. They're going to keep spending money as long as they feel the economy is good. Now, there is some worry still. We need NVIDIA to act well. We need Tesla to act well. We need some of these big tech hyperscaler companies, not just the great Meta earnings, but Amazon. We need to act well. Google. We need to act well. So Google's been on a big run. A lot of people had Google left for dead with ChatGPT having such wide adoption. Google has since proved that Gemini is good. People are using it. You've used it. I know you've used it because it pops up no matter your query and gives an AI overview instead of the blue links. So Google is not left for dead in any sense of that word. And the need that we have now is we need to see these tech companies prove themselves again, because right now they're not where the momentum is. There was momentum in NVIDIA. It's okay for it to take a break for a few months, as it has. What's happening though is these tech stocks make up 30-40% of the market. And when they take a break for a few months, the whole market in turn takes a break because they make up so much of the market. So we've had a choppy few months. The metals have certainly brought some life back in. If we look at the metals right now, this is what we're talking about here. Silver looks like this. If we look at the silver ETF, big down day, and then this is just today going down significantly as well. Okay, massive sell-off. Gold pretty much the same. Copper pretty much the same. This is the copper futures. Not great. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, where is that money going to go? We've had massive moves down in copper in the past. Will there be demand for copper that moves it back up? There are fundamental reasons for these natural resources to be highly valued. And you need a lot of copper to build out all the interconnections, all the wiring for all the massive data center builds. And we've seen great earnings in Seagate, STX, WDC has reported, and the memory euphoria is continuing. So while that doesn't directly connect to copper, it does indicate data center demand is high, and these data centers are actually getting built, even though some residents of states where they're getting built don't want them built. So data centers are getting built. Copper is needed. Copper demand is going to go up. Big pullback in gold and silver. Copper could still go up. Oil looks strong and has a long way to go. That's my message for you on this Friday. If you like this live, hit that like button. I'm down on my computer. I can see your comments and questions. And drop one in the next live and we can take a look at it on the computer and on the chart. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. If you're seeing this live recording in the YouTube home feed and the browse features on the side, at the end of another YouTube video, hit that subscribe so you get a notification when new videos come out and you stay connected to this channel, the stocks community. I'm Sam Putnam. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there. Take a look at your charts, take a look at your computer, but also keep your ears open, because that money is going to rotate. If you're not in the community, head over to stockscommunity.com, try that out for $25 for 7 days, or sign up for our free newsletter at free.stockscommunity.com, where you'll get the transcript of the best videos so you can read them in your inbox